Okay. I'm not gonna let
I
that.
was waiting on you to say anything, so I just did that.
I'm not going to let that
Didn't.
ruin the mood of my introduction. Welcome, everyone. The precipice of the NHL season is right upon us, and there's going to be a lot of uncertainty and a lot of questions about whether or not the league can even do it. What with the coronavirus pandemic and everything, but the NHL seems to know what it's doing. And in commemoration of the brand new NHL season, uh, it is going to be yet another simulation series in NHL 98 between the defending Virtual Stanley Cup champion, the Detroit Red Wings, and the Dallas Stars. I'm skull902, and I'm joined here by Trip and Hog. And what are you looking to see here today in this best 4 out of 7?
I am looking to see some sport, some indeed sport action going on. Albeit it is a virtual sport, but you know what? It'll be good sport. It'll be entertainment.
It is digital sports.
The best kind of sports.
Oh yeah, it's going to be jam packed with all the best 2D sprite based action that the NHL Genesis games can provide. Last time, it was indeed a best 2 out of 3. I have expanded that to 4 out of 7 to make it in line with actual real life NHL playoff series. And I'm also changing a couple of other things here too. Last time, offsides didn't count. They will in this series. And the two teams are going to change their lines as well, instead of just going with their starting 5. So yeah, looks like it'll be pretty exciting here. I'll just change this to Dallas, and because Detroit is the defending champion, they'll get home ice advantage in this series. Hello, Olivia.
I have a question.
What's that?
Is there a certain Russian playing for the Wings today?
Yes.
Good. That is all that matters.
Yeah, it's gonna be if we can get into star players, Mike Modano, Joe Nieuwendyk, going for the Stars here. We'll be seeing Steve Yzerman and Sergei Fedorov and many others for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yes.
All right. This is a computer simulation series, of course, so I'm not gonna spoil that by playing.
Put your controller down.
Indeed. So we're just about to get started here with Game 1 here in Detroit. So Trip's going to be about like fucking 15 seconds behind because of YouTube's new live streaming layout. It's even more delayed than it was before.
Oh, great. Fantastic. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Let's.
They're still at the controller selection there.
Yeah, see, it's going to be a while.
Oh, great.
All right, Game 1, let's do this. First period starting up. Now, of course, we aren't going to be just talking about sports throughout this whole thing. If anybody has some questions, then do feel free to go ahead and ask them, or just talk about whatever random bullshit you feel like talking about. It's all good by us.
Yeah. Any conversation is good conversation, am I right?
Indeed. But just to start things off here, we will, in fact, be going on about sports.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we got our first offside here on the part of the Red Wings, so the face-off is going to be right here on the outside. This season's going to be interesting. I mentioned, the uncertainty of COVID-19 on the impact of the season and everything, and that's resulted in a bit of a realignment of the league. And what I find interesting about this series in particular here is Detroit and Dallas are going to be division rivals for the first time since 1998.
Really?
Yes.
That's an actual thing.
Indeed.
Huh. Oh, hi, Andy. Look, my friend Andy crashed and has crashed his way into the chat.
Hello, Andy. I think this is the first time I've seen you here, actually.
Yeah.
The only time I remember seeing Andy is on Twitch.
Yes. Which, by the way, I am still contemplating if I should continue streaming there or switch to YouTube.
Well, I mean, you kind of already started on Twitch to be honest. So I don't.
I did, but Twitch nowadays is being like really weird with most of their stuff, and it's easy. YouTube is easier to access for most people.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had to capture a much wider audience with YouTube.
You'll have to weigh your options.
I would.
Also, it looks like the Wings have been dominating this this power play. You wouldn't think that they're the short-handed team.
I didn't even notice there was a power play going on.
Yeah. Someone's in the box. I'm not sure who. Or for what.
It was me. They didn't give me the phone.
Oh shit. That was a great scoring chance, actually. The net was wide open. He wasn't able to put it in quite.
I'll see it in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Checking the audio on stream, we both sound really good.
All right, that's good. That was a bit of a concern of mine last time, actually.
Oh, was it?
Or well, after the results of last time, we were kind of getting drowned out by the game, so I put the emulator's sound percentage down by a little bit. First period's over. Score is tied 0-0 in game one here. Shots are 4-all. So the teams are playing pretty evenly, except, again, the Red Wings kind of dominated that power play despite being the shorthanded team.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, the Stars cannot let their special teams go like that if they're to win the series here.
Just as good special teams as the Cowboys do.
Well. All right, period number 2, let's go.
This season is definitely going to be an interesting one. That is a fact.
Yeah, what with all the again, like the realignment is something.
And apparently some teams playing a outdoor home schedule. I don't know how much that's held up since I heard that back in December, but
I don't think there's. I don't recall hearing any team playing an entirely outdoor schedule at home. I know that there's going to be like a couple games on like a golf course by Lake Tahoe that for whatever reason the Sharks aren't going to be participating in. Oh shit, first goal, Mike Modano scores and the Stars lead 1-0.
Oh shit. The Stars actually scored in was it regulation? Because I think last year they only scored one.
Yeah, they only got that one overtime goal.
Yeah.
It was the opening game. Again, that they won the opening game last time, so perhaps they'll get it here. But yeah, first regulation goal in these simulation showdowns here.
Dick. I can tell the Stars are wearing their their old '90s uniforms here. Those classics that they for some reason don't go back to.
Oh yeah, they had a pretty good set back then. I was gonna say all black, but it wasn't quite all black.
Yeah.
But the like majority black sweaters and whatnot. They were transitioning to the star design by this point. Holy shit! Osgood almost let one in. Would have been 2-0 Stars.
Oh.
And the star is kind of a cool design. I can see why they switched to it. Perhaps they could have kept the black ones on as an alt.
Yeah, they do have new black ones though that a lot of people seem to not like, but
It's a little featureless. That's just my opinion though.
yeah.
All right. So after two, the Stars lead 1-0 despite being down in shots. The Red Wings have been packing on the offensive onslaught here, 13-8. But it has not yet resulted in goals. So they've got 5 minutes in the game here during the third period to right that, or else the Stars take the first game in this series.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes down.
Indeed, period number 3 underway here.
Uh-oh. Miko is here.
Hello.
Hi, Miko. Miko does not understand. All you have to understand, Miko, is that the team wearing black is the good guys, and
Well, we know that Tripp's never going to be a national level sports announcer.
oh, shut the fuck up.
Unable to keep it impartial here.
Look. Well, I appreciate your faith in me, Skull. Jeez.
Well, I don't know. You might have a chance being a local announcer.
I mean, I do already, yeah.
For sports?
I mean, yeah, it's something I'm looking to study in college actually, and possibly get some kind of a apprenticeship with that. Yeah.
So
I've
you're going to be
hooked up with
doing
some of the
sports broadcasting then in college?
yeah, at least hopefully that's what I aim to do.
Interesting. Good luck with that.
Thank you. I've already hooked up with some of the local sports people
Oh
here in
my
town,
god.
and
There was like a bit of a big old rush at the Red Wings goal crease there, and it resulted in another goal for the Stars.
oh, I'll see that in 10 seconds. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of advice in that the end. Oh, I see. Jeez, it was like the Mighty Ducks there. They kind of formed a V and attacked the goal.
It was that was nuts.
Also, hello to my
My
Maito
Maito.
Maito Brito VA. Hello. Sorry for butchering your name.
Oh shit! The Red Wings are going to be on the power play for the rest of the game.
Uh-oh.
A 4-minute double minor.
A 4-minute and it's
Ooh!
just
Power
2 minutes
play
left.
goal! Immediately.
Shit.
The Wings have made this a game now. With 1 minute and 58 left, Detroit's got 2 minutes on the power play. They need 1 to tie it up.
I'm not liking how delayed this is. I just saw the guy go into the penalty box.
Jesus.
Come on, YouTube, stop being crap.
If there's one thing I can say about Twitch, because that was the discussion earlier, is like, how should I say? The delay is it's almost non-existent.
Oh yeah.
All
And
right,
recently,
Dallas gets the empty net goal. They lead 3-1 now. Hello,
oh,
Joshua Hunter. 44 seconds left on the clock. It looks like the competitiveness of this game has just about reached its zenith here with that final goal. The Stars seem to have put this one away now.
that's a word I've never heard before.
What, zenith?
Yeah.
It's reached its peak.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense.
All right, and that'll do it. The Dallas Stars have won the first game, taking a 1-0 lead in the series off of those 2 goals there. I think one of them was by Madonna. In fact, the first one was. Uh,
Oh,
Wings
sweet.
Wings put in the real effort, 20 shots, but again, they just weren't really doing much to convert them into goals. Stars Stars with 14 shots. They win with their 3 goals. Let's have a look at our period stats here. Wow, outshot 9-4 in the second period.
Wow.
And then let's have our look here at the game stats. 21% shooting for the Stars here. 0 for 1 on the power play, both teams. The Stars got a shorthanded goal. That was the empty netter at the end. 0 for 2 on breakaways, both teams. 0 for 1 on one-timers for the Stars, 0 for 2 with the Wings. The Red Wings had the edge on face-offs, but the Stars got more checks. Wings had more time with the puck and a better passing percentage.
That's a lot of numbers.
Indeed. Alright, so it's time for Game 2 now.
Holy shit, hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie. After I get this all set up, I'll answer your question there, Joshua. Alright, can the Wings respond here? It's time.
Hopefully this isn't a repeat of last year.
It's time for Game 2.
Ugh.
Alright, let's get this started. I like how they keep playing Oh Canada at the start. It's 2 American teams.
I know.
Oh, here comes Fedorov on the break. Ooh. Okay. Joshua, how have I been? It's been a pretty alright day today so far. I would say. The sun finally fucking made an appearance. Been too many like fucking cloudy days where like it's just dark and gray all the fucking time. This is like the second sunny day in like 3 weeks. I swear. But it looked so nice and beautiful when the sun was shining here earlier in the afternoon. That doesn't really have much to do with how my day was, but I just thought that it was nice. How about you, Trip?
Well, I woke up, and now I'm here.
Beautiful. Stars with an early power play.
Ooh. Who committed the penalty?
I did not see because I was. Oh wait, no, I think it was Fedorov.
God, you had one job, Serges.
Surges.
I don't know how to say his. I don't know how to say his name.
It's Sergey.
Sergey? I thought it was Sergey.
No. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, I'm sorry. Miko was also a part of Trip's day. That is true. The first thing I did do today was text Miko.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Miko was a friend of mine from VR chat.
Ah, is it the same VR chat that you were telling me about before?
Miko is not in the group. I've actually known Miko before said group, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Miko is aware of said group as well. They've met a few people in there. Also, Miko, this is my friend Skull. I've known him longer than you, but that is fine.
It's not a competition.
Yeah. I come from the land of VR chat and Discord. Fear me, says Miko.
Well. Nice ominous message to end the first period on. All right, so after one, again, a 0-0 score, even on the shots. It's turning out to be just like last time, at least for now. We'll see how the teams react to this situation. See if the Wings can finally, get some scores on their offense here, and see if the Stars perhaps can build on their series lead here in the second period. Miko is now going to make this a competition. Are you going to travel back in time and meet Trip before me?
I don't know if that could be possible, though. I wasn't really on VR chat back in the day.
Let us know when you invent backwards time travel. Oh
Also,
yeah,
Pokemon's turning 25. There's
yeah.
huge stuff.
I saw it was trending, but I didn't see like the videos or any of the promotional material. I saw an image, but you know.
Well,
You'll have to tell me about that, Katie.
is it a sequel for Detective Pikachu?
I think they confirmed that already.
Oh, sweet.
That movie was
I fuck-
awesome.
I fucking love that movie, yeah. There are very few movies that I've seen in the theater more than once, and that is one of them. Miko, stop being weird.
The only movie I can recall seeing twice in the theater is Iron Man 2. Not because it was a particularly great movie, but the day that we went out to see it the second time, it was literally me and the same friend that saw Iron Man 2 the first time. But we were so starved for things to do. I was just like, you want to go watch Iron Man again?
Hey, going to see movies with friends is like one of the best things to do without, the that going around, but
Yeah.
Miko now knows anything the Abyss may...
Well. Oh, you lost your DVD? That sucks. Hopefully you can find it sooner than later. Oh, here comes the captain, Steve Eiserman, and his shot does not connect. Or, well, it connected, it just didn't go in. Fight in the neutral zone for the puck, but the Wings are offside. 25 seconds left in the second period. Still 0-0.
Very intense game.
It is. Another offside on the Red Wings. 12 seconds left here in the second period.
Sounds like they're gonna be shooting free throws.
Ooh, they had a great scoring chance, but time just expired. And now the Stars are leading in shots. Interesting. 13-11. The score is still 0-0. And about to get into the third period. So without any further ado, there we are.
What team has the most passing yards so far?
This ain't football. I know Trip and I are hockey fans. Ooh, the Stars' starting goaltender Andy Moog. He's out with an injury.
Oh, great!
And that didn't result in a penalty either, because it was off of a shot.
Was it?
Yeah, he got hit with the puck, and I guess it got him in a vulnerable area. And before jokes about him getting hit in the nuts. Ooh! And the Wings now have an injured player.
What is happening?
Kozlov's out, and Dallas has Bradley Hogue, I think his name was. Well, I know Hogue is the last name. He's going in the box for roughing. Detroit power play now. Hey, Sonics. But to add to the conversation there, Jesus Christ, big fight in the corner there. Trip and I are hockey fans. Yes. I don't know about like any of the people who watch me necessarily, but Trip and I do. We do enjoy ourselves a sport. He's mainly a football guy. Hockey's my favorite sport.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for having interests. Jesus Christ, dude.
I know nothing about hockey and sports in general.
That's
Katie,
okay, Katie.
You are a mod in my Discord server. How dare you?
That's okay, Katie.
Yeah, it's fine.
All you really need to know is that the team with the most goals wins.
Yes. That's normally how any team sport works. Imagine liking sports. Yeah, Miko, I know. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be. Then who? Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar?
Who, me? Couldn't be.
We got just
Look,
under a
it's
minute and a
Crest.
half left here. It's looking like this might go into overtime.
Miko, you've made a couple of sports references from what I've heard. I'm surprised you don't like sports, if that's what you're saying.
Weird. I mean, even back when I wasn't a sports fan, I still knew some things.
Understandable.
All right, that's going to be icing. 11 seconds left in the third period. Face off in the Dallas zone. The Red Wings can win it with a quick goal here.
Still don't know what icing means.
Shooting from your end of the ice behind the center red line, behind the other team's goal line.
What?
Yeah, I was about to say. I see you're still lost. Crest is here. Hello. With some NBA news. I just found out.
Wait, James Harden went to Brooklyn?
Wow, really?
What?
The Cavs got Jared.
He was playing for the Rockets yesterday.
There was problems though. I remember seeing something about like him and Chris Paul really weren't getting along, and I guess one of them had to go.
Well, dang.
Sonic says.
Jesus Christ, Crest.
Oh wow.
What does Sonic say?
Sonic said earlier, the only hockey game I really enjoyed is Mario Sports Mix. Can't say I've played it, but I mean it's Mario, so it's probably good. And then he said later,
right.
Imagine watching a Red Wings game when you can watch Mario make the hockey puck be hit and set it on fire. There are NHL games where you can do that. So you just gotta look for the more arcadey, cartoonish sort of ones, like NHL Hits with a Z.
What was that one game called? It was made by Midway, like NHL Slapshot or something.
That was NHL Hits, if I'm not mistaken.
Never mind.
Alright.
Midway made a couple of games like that.
Yeah, NFL Blitz was the other one in that sort of arcade-like sports series. Okay. Stars with the edge in shots here. They're really putting the offensive pounding on the Red Wings, but it has not resulted in any goals on either side. We're going to overtime. If this results in a tie, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Let's start.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Okay, there's a practice mode, right? And it ends when one team scores. So that's what
Okay.
That's what I'll do. Let's go overtime.
NBA Jam Tournament Edition was the classic arcade basketball game to play. Yeah, growing up for me, I played a lot of NBA Street Volume 2. That game
Oh,
was a
dude.
blast.
I remember the commercials for that, and I thought it looked so fun back in the day. Never played it.
It's still fun. I highly recommend it if you ever
Yeah, that was like before
jump
my
into
interest
League.
in sports too. But I remember the commercials, like back when like the first one came out, and it's actually rather nostalgic for me. Miko Love with a topical Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference. Which I appreciate because that's my favorite sitcom.
Really?
Oh, dude, I love Fresh Prince.
I thought it was Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh is my favorite live-action Nickelodeon show.
Oh, okay.
So if we're talking like sitcoms from Nick, then yes. But sitcoms in general, it's Fresh Prince.
Huh.
Ooh, great rebound, but again, no goals from that. Fedorov in, no goal. After Andy Moog there got injured, Artis Urbe has been he really stepped up to the plate. The Red Wings have been dominating over time. Minute and a half left on the clock. Joshua says, I'd enjoy a basketball game, whether it's a game or IRL. Not really a professional, though. Yeah, I always remember basketball being fun to play. I don't think I've ever played a basketball video game.
If you ever do, be careful because they're addicting.
Yeah, I'm not interested in 2D ones. I think that's a sport that really benefits from being in a 3D space. Probably football as well, to be honest.
Oh yeah, like I'm. Once it gets to like around the PS2 GameCube era, that's like my type of game for anything,
Yeah.
especially including sports games. I have a lot of.
Oh, and the Stars take a 2-0 series lead. Madonna in overtime.
Oh, this was overtime.
Half a minute left. I mentioned that a couple times.
Oh. Whoops.
All right. It's do or die time now for the Red Wings here. They got to win these next two games to really get back in the series.
Yeah, I don't want to get goose egged.
Here's our shots comparison. Again, the Red Wings weren't really doing so hot until overtime, but the Stars were able to get that goal there with about half a minute left. Here's our game stats.
They are addicting, but they are also rage-inducing too. Yeah, that is very true, Crest. I've played both NBA Live and 2K, and for both of those games, the player I created is somehow the slowest, and he can't shoot for shit.
Well. All right.
That on its own is rage-inducing.
Heading on over to Texas now. Here, it's Dallas going to be hosting 2 home games.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Let's see if they can win these 2 home games here and get a straight sweep and make me cry.
Hey, you made me cry last year, bud, so this would be returning the favor.
You know, it was a competitive series last time.
The Stars only scored once in that series.
Yeah, but 2 of the games ended in overtime.
True.
All right, game 3.
God, my voice got so grumbly there. I apologize for that.
My mom's old coworker from a restaurant she used to work at, she plays a lot of sports games, including FIFA. And FIFA is probably like the closest to hockey because soccer, fundamentally speaking, is pretty close to hockey.
Is Madden American exclusive?
I wouldn't think
I
so,
don't think so.
because there are
Maybe
countries around the world that get NFL Cup. Oh my God! Larry Murphy, the legend, puts the Red Wings on the board.
fuck.
Just barely a minute into the game, causing the Stars to pull the goaltender.
Fuck.
The Red Wings are. It looks like. I mean, we're barely into the game, but it looks like they're going to be responding here. But no, I don't think that Madden is American exclusive. That'd be really weird if it was.
Yeah, no, I know it's sold all over North America,
Yeah, because
but I wouldn't.
Canada
It's got a
gets
big.
television
Yeah,
coverage of the NFL. Gridiron football is actually like fairly popular in Germany for whatever reason.
yeah, that I've heard of that.
So
Growing a
the
lot in the UK as well.
yeah, with their London series.
Yes, and of course Mexico. Mexico has a lot of football Americano fans. It's got a lot of tradition down there too.
Wouldn't know about the tradition. I know about their efforts to play a game in Mexico. They had to scrap it one season, and I think that they did play that game the next season, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. I don't remember. It was some sort of concert that completely ruined the field, and then they had to move the game to the LA Coliseum, which ended up being one of the greatest games in NFL history.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs and the Rams was it?
The
Or
Rams, yes, it was. It was a Monday night game.
yeah, and they just like completely shattered the scoring record.
Oh yeah, it was a great game. Both teams were undefeated at the time too. There was so much hype around it.
Yeah. All right, the Red Wings lead the Stars 1-0 here. Shot 7-5 in favor of Detroit. Let's just jump right into the second period.
EA may have Madden, but more Dead Space, pretty please. How about less Madden overall? Because as big as a football person I am, the current state of Madden is just bad.
It probably would benefit them to like do a new installment of their sports games like once every 3 years as opposed to once every, you know. You could just do a roster update with like a DLC pack or something, you know.
Yeah, instead of copy and pasting the same game and charging $100 for it, plus the in-game. Fuck, I always forget words when I'm on stream, but you know, DLCs is what I mean.
Less EA is good, says Sonics.
Yeah, less EA is good. And I'm glad 2K is gonna make a. I think it's still happening. They're making like a non-simulation NFL game soon, which that should be interesting.
Non-simulation? What?
Yeah, so EA has the rights to making NFL games that are basically like realistic to how the game actually works. And when I say like non-simulation, I mean a game that's pretty like, I guess kind of like the arcade games, like NFL
Okay.
Blitz type stuff.
So they're doing something that's a little more out there in concept.
Yeah,
That should be interesting.
EA and 2K have been rough, Crest. They've been very rough. But at least 2K can make games that are fun to play. I'll give them that. Like I had a 2K, I think it was 20 on Xbox Game Pass, and I could not put that game down for the life of me. I see Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood has also become a
topic of discussion here. Sonic's
yeah.
mentioned EA's involvement through their ownership of BioWare. Oh, Urbe's injured now.
Who's that?
That's the backup goaltender for the Stars there. And I guess Andy Moog's going back in. Because those are the only two goalies that they have, so... Alright, second period's over, no scoring. Red Wings still lead 1-0. And, man, they're really killing it in the shots, too. 17-10. EA may have made Dead Space, but they also made Dark Brotherhood, so we have to set our expectations to the worth of a nickel. That's what he said about it. I better hope there's a permadeath feature in the next Madden due to concussions. Oh my god. Alright, third period here. Red Wings Stars. Detroit leads 1-0. Dallas 2-0 in the series. Wings are going to need a couple to get back into it. Oh, here's Larry Murphy again. Passes. Ooh. Okay, that was a... I don't know why I reacted like that. It was a fairly weak one-time shot, but...
What's happening? It's gone silent.
Oh, you were keeping your eye on the chat a little more than I was, but... let me just go back to something that Crest said. Can't believe the Browns made the NFL playoffs. It's crazy the journey that they've made over the last couple of years. 0-16 at one point.
And then they went on to dominate the Steelers, the at one point unstoppable team in the NFL.
I remember seeing the score at some point before Pittsburgh made it a little more competitive, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, they're just murdering them.
Not to mention that Cleveland had very little time to practice for that game too.
Yeah. I guess they went in confident because they did win the season finale also against the Steelers. So, oh shit! Scores! Nicholas Lidstrom makes it a 2-0 game in favor of the Red Wings.
Fuck.
Stars kind of put on the pressure now. The Red Wings sent their checking line out, but Dallas's scorers were able to outmaneuver them for a little bit. Seems the Red Wings are... oh, no. Stars have the puck again. Fight for it in the back. Osgood saves a shot. Got a minute left now. The action's in the Detroit zone. Half a minute to go.
Chris says, speaking of concussions, I wonder if they would put that in for injuries in NFL and NBA. Excuse me, NFL and NBA games in season mode. I don't know about NFL games because knowing the NFL, they want to make concussions less of a thing. They're really oversensitive about their safety, and I mean, know for a fact they would not want to put that in their one and only video game.
I mean, it's still a possibility. That doesn't, like, just because they're, doing more protocols and whatnot doesn't mean that somebody can't get a concussion during a game.
That is true. But they just don't like people thinking about it, for all I know.
Well, so the Red Wings have cut the Dallas Stars lead in half here. 2-0 to make the series 2-1. They absolutely fucking crushed them in shots on goal. 28-14.
Fuck.
Yeah, the first period was very competitive, and then the second and third, it just, I don't know what happened.
Also, another good point for discussion. Why do so many game developers create tons and tons of collector's edition and try to make me divorce with my money? Because money.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Most game developers nowadays care more about money than actual, making actually good products. Which is sad.
Yeah, nothing you can really do about it. All right, everybody. Game 4 here. Red Wings gonna try to tie the series up and clinch a Game 6. Meanwhile, the Stars looking to go ahead 3-1. Again, it's gonna take 4 wins for either one of these teams. Oh, finally we get the Star Spangled Banner. There it is. Miko said, what made you make a collector's edition? It is an addiction to some people. Right next to the original. I like money. And for those wondering, no, I cannot make a decent attempt at a Mr. Krabs. Yeah, it would just turn out embarrassing.
In relations to Nickelodeon, did anybody see the NFL playoff game on Nickelodeon?
What the fuck?
I take it you have, or at least that one clip.
I saw the highlights package. It looked like they were having a fun time. I dug some things about their presentation. It's like they knew, they were on Nickelodeon, so why not be fucking silly about it?
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I thought was a little too cheesy was when they scored touchdowns and they had the like extremely fake looking slime cannons.
Yeah.
And then you had the commentators be like, "Oh man, he just got slimed. I wonder how he feels about that." It's like there is very visibly no slime on the guy.
But they actually did slime the Saints coach after the game.
Did they?
They did.
I know they were talking about it, but it seemed he fucked off to the back before they actually got a chance to do it.
I think it was during like a post-game interview, like a press conference.
And he said he would be willing to get slimed, but
if they won, and they won, because of course they were playing the Bears, but somehow the Bears made the playoffs. I don't know how that works, but
because they had some kind of a tiebreaker over the Cardinals.
And the NFC East.
Well, I mean, everybody everybody was better than the NFC East.
Exactly.
Okay, well, perhaps not everybody, but
like
the Lions, for instance.
Hey, at least you're not the Jets or the Jaguars.
Oh my.
At least
here comes Murphy again. Ooh. He could have got a rebound there, but time did expire. First period again. 0-0 and the shots are all tied. It's exactly the same almost. The only time where the shots weren't tied was last game. Let's go second period.
Crust.
I didn't know you were the one that made Mario and Sonic. I remember watching it a long time ago and remembered that just recently. Well, if we're talking Mario and Sonic, it would be Nintendo made it and then Sega published it. But if we're talking Sonic and Mario, you got to be careful which one of the names you're putting in first. I'm not really that anal about it.
Yeah, it's not Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. Gosh.
Don't worry about that one.
And what Miko said is true. They do have an ensemble of voices, and it's kind of scary.
Who does?
Miko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially when Miko's very hyper. Good God.
I didn't quite catch the self-reference there because it was in the first person. Chris, don't be sorry about that.
Yeah, Miko tends to talk in the first person. I don't know why she does that, but
The third person.
third. You know what I mean?
Sonic said Mario and Sonic and Mario. You know, if I gave official episode titles to the all the installments of the series, I would be very tempted to make that one the title of the last episode.
When are we getting Wario and Waluigi?
Listen, I'm sorry I put them in the title card. I had plans for them. They just didn't work out.
I hear the word voices and think of Randy Orton's theme song.
Oh my god.
Can't say I've heard that one. I've heard a few, but
I hear voices in my head, they get to me. I was actually thinking about this earlier, and if wrestling ever came up, I was going to mention, I'm a fairly big fan of wrestling. Trip was more of a casual fan. One could say that he was really just a John Cena fan, from what he tells me.
eh.
Uh, so
It's more so the only WWE superstar I knew of was John Cena.
that's right. Were you not a regular watcher of it then?
I didn't even know what channel it was on. No, I've just heard of it.
Okay. Never fucking mind.
I'm sorry. Hey, we haven't had this discussion in like a year, so.
All right. Marbar and when the imposter is sus, go to McDonald's for a Baconator. Sir, this is Wendy's. I just said a bunch of words.
Miko, what are you doing? Did you have a Red Bull or something?
Sure sounds like it. Okay, the score is still 0-0. Stars leading in shots, 19-12. So let's see if either of the two can notch a goal here in the third period. Or if we'll be seeing overtime once again.
Katie says doo 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 doo.
Probably in response to the music. It is somewhat of a bop.
Until you hear glass shattering. Then you're fucked.
See, there's a wrestling reference that you can make, so you know a fair bit.
Hmm. I know there's sounds in wrestling that you hear and you know you're fucked. It's a bell, glass shattering,
Uh-huh.
and the words "if you smell."
Yep.
Let me think. I know there's a guy named the Fiend, and apparently he's pretty scary.
Yeah. He's more of a current thing. I don't really keep up with the
Yeah.
WWE. I know the Fiend is a thing. And from all I know about the Fiend, they keep fucking him over when he gains some momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Class fucking wrestling booking by WWE. They make something that people like and then immediately have to ruin it.
Yep.
Let's see what Crest said. In fact, I loved
Yeah.
playing the old PS2 WWE games and doing Hell in a Cell matches just to watch people fall off the cell and land right off their on their necks. I don't know who programmed it, but it was great. I guess it is time to layeth the smacketh down, and indeed the fiend is Bray Wyatt. But it took a while for the PS2 game specifically to do Hell in a Cell some justice. Or well, no, because I was thinking about SmackDown 1 and 2, but they're on the PS1. And then the third game, Just Bring It, also did like that really like shitty Hell in a Cell type match. They didn't get a proper cell until SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I'd like to try a couple of those, like you know, uh, not specifically for the Hell in a Cell matches, but Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and Here Comes the Pain look like they have some interesting stuff in them. Once it got to SmackDown versus Raw, I think they complicated it a little too much. At least from what I know, I'm not a PS2 owner and I haven't played any of those games. Alright. Stars still leading in shots. In fact, they increased their lead by a little bit. Still 0-0 though. So let's see how this works out in overtime. This is our second overtime of the series.
Yes, just look at Daniel Bryan. Who is that?
Daniel Bryan is a wrestler. I don't know exactly what he was referring to by making that comment, but it was probably like the WWE does something people like and then fucks it up sort of deal. He got really fucked over for a while. All right, the Stars win it in overtime once again with a 3-1 lead in the series. That is a goal by Hogue. Okay, it's either Benoit or Benoit Hogue. Jesus Christ. So they have control now. One more win will do it for them.
In speaking of The Rock, damn, can Dwayne The Rock Johnson sing? Fuck, not swing.
Yeah, I remember people being like surprised about that when Moana came out, and like here's me, the wrestling fan, just being like, yeah, I knew about that for years.
Don't you mean Rock the Dwayne Johnson, Katie?
Rock the Dwayne. Is that a fucking Uber Duck reference?
Yes, it is.
For some reason, people just fucking love Uber Duck, and I don't know why.
Uber Duck is the best. Come on.
All right, this one's pivotal here. Game 5 in Detroit. If Dallas wins one more, they win. Red Wings have to win 3 in a row in order to take the series.
Yes, I totally meant that.
And then Crest says, oh no, I see Benoit. Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, oh my.
Huh?
Okay, well, to make things short and sweet, because this is a really actually like depressing tale. Chris Benoit was a wrestler. He was a very prominent one in WWE and some other companies from the 90s up until 2007, when he just went fucking nuts and killed his wife and son over the course of a weekend, and himself eventually as well.
Jesus.
Yeah, One of the darker subjects in professional wrestling history.
I'm surprised. I've never heard of that. That's like that's O.J. Simpson level of fucked.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. It was all over the news and everything. But yeah, moving on from that.
Yeah.
Let's get Game 5 started here again. The Stars need but one win, and it's O Canada again. Need one more win to take the series. The Red Wings need 3. Chris Osgood's
Here,
been
let's.
a bit of an Iron Man throughout this series. He is, unlike the Dallas goaltending tandem, he has neither been injured nor replaced in a game.
Shall we combine subjects a little bit?
Go on right ahead. After I say hello, but oh wait, no. I thought you said you were leaving. Okay, hello to Leanne.
Oh. Hello.
So what were you gonna say there, Trip? You were combining subjects.
Combining subjects that have been common here for WWE and sports, specifically The Rock. He's apparently owning a football league now.
Yeah, the XFL.
The XFL, yes.
Formerly owned by Vince McMahon, and one of the more tragic stories of sports in the coronavirus pandemic.
Oh yeah.
I feel because unlike the original XFL, people were really liking the product and they made it halfway through their season, but they just weren't able to finish it off. But you know, I'm glad that they're going to be reopening the league. You know, the first season might have gotten fucked, but they're coming back in 2022, and I think that that'll be a good thing for football overall.
Oh yeah. It was a really good league. It had a lot of good football on the field for a bit, and then in the span of like 3 days, it was just gone.
Yeah, very depressing sort of stuff. To answer your question, Leanne, again, I've been doing pretty fine today. Just got a little bit of work done for a video that I'd like to have out tomorrow. Oh, the Red Wings are going to the box. It's going to be Bob Rouse for tripping.
I thought you were taking a break from YouTube.
I did mention that I was going to be, you know, doing today.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got the next 3 days off after this, but today was a do stuff for YouTube day because I was streaming anyway.
Ah, understandable.
But yeah, just did some stuff for videos and then waited around a little bit. This stream here is actually pretty delayed, but honestly, it's kind of better to do it in the afternoon anyway. Oh, did you say before that you had COVID, Leanne? I know that you're a regular here, but you know, congrats for being COVID free.
Must have been 2 weeks since you last streamed.
Yeah, it has been. Last time was December 31st. Last year I did my best of 2020. God. Indeed. It really rough to believe that it, or rough, you know, hard to believe it's already been 2 weeks since the last time, but Alright. Once again, the shots are all even after the first period. Score is 0-0. The Stars are going to have a power play going on, you know, lest anything else changes, for 1 minute and 51 to start the second.
To answer your question, Crest, that is me. At least it's supposed to be me. It was drawn by my friend Andy Crashen back in like 2017 as a birthday surprise. I've used it as my profile picture for everything.
It's a good avatar.
Yeah,
I quite like it.
I do too. Andy doesn't like it himself. He's always like, "Oh, I gotta redraw them." And I tell him all the time, "Dude, it looks great."
Well, your own harshest critic. And the Stars
Yeah.
are going to the box now for interference. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for a minute, and then the Red Wings will have the man advantage for the minute after that. I can't believe that didn't count as a two-line pass. But it's also a stupid-ass penalty, so I'm glad that didn't count. The two-line pass is dumb, and I'm glad the NHL eventually got rid of it. Katie says, well, that was nice of your friend to do that. Someone made my YouTube banner years ago, and I still use it to this day. Yeah,
Nice.
it's nice when people make stuff for you. Makes you feel all good and warm inside.
For the majority of 2020, my Twitter profile pic was the thing Skull drew for all the people who appeared in his
2019 streams.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a thing. I'm rather surprised you took to that because honestly, the thing that Andy drew for you is way better.
Oh, to just showing my appreciation. YouTube be like, what, Miko? There's a lot of things YouTube could be like.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little more clarity on that one. 14 seconds left in the second period. Face off in the Dallas end. We'll see if anything happens here before the third. Again, it's going to be a pivotal game here. All right, Osgood with the final save of the period. Again, 0-0. Red Wings lead in shots now, 11-10. It's been a very competitive one. Let's see how things go in the third period.
Katie says I can only draw traditionally. Have you showed me any of your artwork, Katie?
I know Katie made some fan art for me a couple times. But yeah, digital is fairly different, especially when you don't really have the proper tools for it. Like, say if you're using a mouse instead of a tablet. No, oh my god! Wow, that was an embarrassment. They just let the fucking puck just slip right on through. Dallas leads 1-0.
And speaking of drawing and skull, I have my drawing of Froggy, the top hat, and Amy as a blue magic girl from Amy's Best Anime. I'll have to DM you those pictures, or you could just put them in the art chat if you want to.
Indeed.
If not, that is fine by me.
Frog Prince in a top hat is featured in my fan art video. Oh, Andy Moga's out again. 338 is all the Red Wings have to even this thing out. Or else the Stars win the series.
Hold my breath.
Kozlov scores! Oh my god. Alright, it's tied.
Fuck.
Wow. But the Amy is Sauna Girl Blue. That was done after the fan art video came out. That was the point that I wanted to get on. Crest said, I need to draw more. Unfortunately, I still haven't finished knitting my face yet. You're knitting your face?
What?
You're doing a self-portrait in knitting, I take it?
You're giving yourself stitches?
I would hope not with yarn. if that's the case. Oh, delayed penalty in favor of the Red Wings here.
Oh.
All right, 55 seconds left in the period, so if this goes to overtime, which it seems like it will, the Red Wings are going to start overtime on the power play. Madonna is in for interference. Red Wings with a man advantage. Here comes Fedorov. He was stopped right before getting a shot on goal. Lidstrom with oh, no, he had about a quarter of a minute, but he lost the puck there. Osgood with a great save to end the third period, and the Red Wings will be on the power play for 1:05 to start overtime.
Ugh.
This is going to be our third overtime now, which means that they'll have played the equivalent of a sixth game, pretty much. All right, Red Wings are down in shots, actually, 19-15 to the Stars. Next goal wins here. Let's see how it goes. Again, Red Wings start off with the man advantage for 1:05. Here comes Lidstrom. He tried a real close quarter shot there and kind of whiffed on it. Singing shanties like a pirate. All right, the power play is over. One-time shot, but it was intercepted. You sing those shanties.
Miko is sending me memes via Discord.
Oh, yeah?
Why must you send me memes at this hour?
Ooh! Bob Rouse scores, and the Red Wings have forced a Game 6. 2-1 is the score.
Fuck.
All right, Dallas still leads the series 3-2. They can win the Virtual Stanley Cup on home ice. Again, the Red Wings are going to need a couple wins here in order to take the series. Let's have a look at the period stats here. Outshot 10-2 in overtime. My God. Yeah, that'll lose you a game for sure. Any good memes?
I don't know.
Oh, you
It's just they're both videos, and I see text on them, but I don't know if I should say it on stream.
Cautious judgment. Don't do it.
Okay. Also, which art channel, Katie? The one that just says art. Like literally just art.
All right, game 6, let's go. And there's the Star Spangled Banner. Crest says, I thought I heard Bob Ross instead of Rouse. You bet to paint some trees on the ice, lol. Yeah, he was a great man.
Playing some happy little hockey.
Happy little hockey indeed. All right, delayed penalty. Hogue is going in for interference. So the Red Wings are going to be on the power play again. Who's in the box this time? Oh my god. Right off the face-off, Daryl Sador, a 4-minute double minor. So the Red Wings are going to be with a 5-on-3 advantage for the next 2 minutes. And then they get a further 2 minutes of a one-man advantage. My
This
god.
is rigged.
Rigged my ass. They got a 3-1 series lead. Eisner with the break, scores!
Does that mean it's over?
No.
That power play unit. What?
It's the first period of Game 6. So how the fuck was that offside? Come on now. All right, Red Wings lead 1-0 here in the first period. Wow, they had a wide open net right then there. Did not make a good chance of it. Here comes Kozlov.
More rigged than the 2002 NBA West Conference Finals. I am looking at you, Tim. That reference goes right over my head.
Okay, so there was a real controversy about the 2002 Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings.
Was it the one where the ref was like betting and tried to rig the game?
There's a couple different theories out there. Like one's about like the refs betting on the outcomes of the games. I think there was another one about like the league really wanting it to go 7 games, so they rigged the 6th one. I don't think there's been any definitive evidence to come out there and be like, okay, here, but it's some interesting stuff to read into. All right. Despite the penalties, it's been a fairly competitive game. 8-7. Red Wings lead in shots. 1-0 in goals.
Hello.
Hi.
You disappeared.
I didn't really disappear. I don't know. It just seemed like the discussion died.
Yeah, it really did.
It was like, you should read into the O2 Western Conference Finals. It's an interesting one. And then like wide open net again, but this time it was the Stars who had a chance, but they did not convert.
One game. It takes one game to win for this to be over.
Indeed. What the fuck? Okay, that was a glitch.
Oh. What happened?
That was an actual tried and true glitch. The game's fucking tied because of a glitch.
I just saw it. What the? What? I didn't know that was a thing.
That kind of like the collision around the nets
How does it even
in these
count?
games, it gets fucky like that sometimes, but it's frustrating.
You'd think it would have to cross the red line for it to count instead of just appear in the back of the net.
Yeah. Should that
It
even
really
count?
is rigged. I don't know if it should. What are we supposed to do about that?
Fuck, I don't know. Because it's about to be the third period. So I don't know if we should just like start this whole fucking thing over or just let the game play to its conclusion.
I don't I don't want to somehow win the series with the help of a glitch.
Put it up to the chat then.
Yeah. Should we
Uh,
restart this? Should we restart game 6 or should we let it play?
yeah.
Let it keep going.
Should the game just continue as is, or was that glitch goal just a little too much?
Art room, I'm setting my drawings now. Alrighty. Heard the word send art, so trip, here are my drawings. It's a very good drawing.
Hello, Saturn. The game is tied right now, but it was the result of a glitch, so we're trying to get the fan input here on whether or not it should just be restarted or if we should just continue it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do.
If anything, we could just treat it like a bad call. Bad calls don't usually get reversed.
Yeah. We could have fans wanting to sign a petition to replay the game.
Nobody's really commented on it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep it on this screen forever, so I guess it'll just be a bad call. Let's see how the third period goes.
Maybe that'll be the stars only score of the game. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We have an icing to start off the third period. If they win it, I'm going to be a little salty.
Oh, I expected that nonetheless, even without the the glitch. But yeah, that's understandable.
I remember my first season as a Red Wings fan. There were 2 games that they lost to the Stars where they got absolutely fucking shit tier treatment from the referees. And it ultimately cost them both of those games. One was like a player very clearly scored a goal before the play was whistled dead, and they had to look at it on the replay and everything. There was definitive, like, no way you could question this evidence that the goal was properly
Yeah.
scored, and then they reversed the goal. And then the second time was in the shootout where a goal might have been scored, but there was no camera angle that could definitively determine whether or not the puck crossed the red line. But they marked it as a Dallas goal anyway.
Oops.
Fucking refs.
I've seen many a games where the refs make the absolute worst call, and it just so happens to be every time in the crap, my vocabulary is dead today. In the expense of the exact same team in many different games and different sports.
Yeah, it's crazy. There are some teams that they just don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit versus everybody hashtag.
My God.
Quarter of a minute left to go in the period here. Looks like we're going to be experiencing our fourth. Oh my God! 2 players seem to be. Oh wait, no, it's just the one. Langenbrunner is injured. Dandino is going to the penalty box for roughing. 3 seconds left in the period, so Dallas is going to get a real fucking advantage here. 1:57 to start overtime off on a power play. Or sorry, 1:58, apparently. All right, they lead in shots 19-15. The score is tied 1-1. It's overtime. Let's see how it goes. Yes, do blow into your microphone a little more.
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
Oh man, he was lucky that was an offside. The net was wide open.
I remember watching the Cavs for the longest time, and one of the biggest moments I remember was the 2014 Rising Stars Challenge. Kyrie was lighting it up, and they had a mini dunk contest. The Rising Stars Challenge.
Is that like an all-star game event? Sure sounds like it.
Uh-oh. There's a hat guy in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Hello, Josh.
Hey, how about the
The Red
world,
Wings score! It's
world you
Fedorov.
fuck.
And the series is tied 3-3. We will have a Game 7 in Detroit. Down 3-1. Fucked over by a glitch, or in universe, a bad call. The Red Wings are taking this to Game 7. The defending champions aren't going down without a fight. Yeah, you kind of just said that with like absolutely no context, but it's okay.
Assuming it's some sort of anime reference.
It's a reference to Yakuza.
The what?
Yakuza. It's a series that Sega is responsible for.
Huh.
I'm sure Josh could explain it much better. All right, everybody. Here it is, the deciding 7th game here in Detroit at Joe Louis Arena. The Stars looking to not have a complete collapse. The Red Wings, they look to successfully defend their Virtual Stanley Cup.
Hey, how about the World Juniors? That took place a week ago, huh?
Yeah, I remember seeing America won it. And hey,
Yeah.
it was Oh Canada again.
Oh, that's Yakuza. Okay. It's the guy. It's the really big buff guy, and he's like punching people all the time.
That could
Yeah,
describe a lot of games.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's okay. The big buff Japanese guy, and he goes
That could
dane
still.
dane dane no dane that.
Yeah, apparently that's a meme. I wouldn't know because I'm an old man. And I'm an old man. Uh, old man. Uh, but no, I'm old, senile. As you just saw with my messing up of the English language. So I don't keep up with the memes too much. We'll have to say that Fedorov. Oh, that didn't result in a goal. Scores! Oh my. Okay, the Red Wings lead 1-0 here in the first. Uh. Okay, so let's see some of the other things that were said. Saturn told me, or both of us really, the soundtrack for Bionicle Quest for Matanui is seeming to be mostly ambient, with the melodies taking a backseat. Honestly, I just wanted some really catchy video gamey music for it, but oh well. It's a Bionicle fan game. The game is tied. Joe Newendike scores for the Stars.
Finally, they can
It,
actually score again.
it's going to be a competitive one, I see.
Ugh.
That goal wasn't bullshit.
Suddenly, Skull is in a better mood.
Well, you know what? If they can win the game fair and square, then, you know, I can take it. Uh, Bionicle fan game. Yeah, I wouldn't really know anything about that, Saturn. So Trip, if you want to link the highlights video for the Nickelodeon NFL game there for Saturn, just so that Saturn can see what it was like.
Oh yeah,
Because I know he mentioned that on Twitter that he wanted to see a little bit of it. But apparently he didn't get the chance to.
here's the link. I guess you have to copy and paste it because I guess links don't work in chat.
Wait, are you a mod or are you not a mod?
I am not a mod.
Okay, you're not a mod. I'll get the link. Here's the link. Copy that, and here you go. All right, for the first time, I think there's a tie after the first period.
Huh.
Or well, I shouldn't say that because there's been a lot of games where it was tied 0-0. What I mean is, you know, both teams got a goal, but it's tied after the first period. You know, that doesn't really sound all that impressive now that I'm saying it, but whatever. Scores tied. Dallas lead shots 10-4 in Game 7 here. Still got 2 periods to go, so let's start off period number 2. Also, hello to Carolyn if I didn't say that before. Man, they're really fighting it at the face-off circle. Here comes Fedorov. Oh my god, how did he not score on that one?
I cannot shoot for shit. in response to Crest, he said, "Nickelodeon football. What is this madness?" Yes, the wild card game between the excuse me, Dub Bears and the Saints on Sunday was broadcasted by both CBS and Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon had their own broadcast, and there's the highlights for that are on the link that Skull sent. And basically, it was an attempt to give the greatest sport in the world a wider audience, a younger audience, if you will.
And the Red Wings break the tie here. Kozlov gets his second goal. And another assist for Sergei Fedorov here.
Fuck.
Wings
Skull and
lead
Trip should be
2-1.
called sports announcers. Could you imagine if we actually got to announce like an actual broadcast of a hockey game?
Oh, dude, I would be absolutely all down for it. Delayed penalty here. Dallas is going to get the power play, and who's going in for what? It's going to be Kozlov for interference. Dallas with a chance to tie it up. And we've got another penalty already. Oh, man, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute 52. Rouse goes in for hooking.
Wait, who's got the advantage?
Dallas does.
Shit, yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Detroit wins the face-off. I'm surprised Lidstrom didn't fucking clear the puck.
Come on now, boys. Get the puck in there.
Yzerman really fucking challenging the Stars there.
Jesus, dude.
They let him get a break with a 5-on-3 advantage. That's nuts. Here comes Yzerman again. He's all alone. Come, dude. The big D does not have any D, it seems.
Shut up. Oh wait, not that kind of D. Never mind.
D as in defense.
Yeah, I figured. I had to think about that for a second.
All right, and the Red Wings have successfully killed off the penalty. However, they're right back in the box. Fedosov goes in for hooking. But yeah, as far as like sports announcing goes, I'd really like to give it a shot.
I take it. I take it. Crest doesn't like Russell Westbrook.
Would he have a reason to? I know he's a fan of the Cavs. Osgood with a good series of saves. And Fedorov with one final shot, but it is not enough to get another goal. The period is over. Dallas still on the power play for 1 minute and 11 seconds. They are down 11-21 in shots, but have the 2-1 lead here in Game 7. Again, it is the final game of the series. This one will determine the champion, and Dallas is really going to have to keep that pressure on if they want to have any hope of tying it back up and perhaps even taking the lead in this one. It's down to this, the third period. Let's see how it goes. That seems to be my fucking catchphrase during this stream. Let's see how it goes.
Yep.
Leanne
mine being fuck.
Yeah. Red Wings on the penalty kill. Lidstrom with a good shot to clear the puck. Oh, here comes Sergei Fedorov now, but he's cut off. Leanne says, my twin uncle used to play this. I find hockey games are pretty fun, no matter whether they're 2D or 3D. We had a bit of a discussion about that earlier, like... it's going to be 4-on-4 for 14 seconds. Sergei Zubov of the Stars is going to the box. And then the Red Wings are going to be on the man advantage. Lots of penalties during this game.
Very physical for Game 7.
Yeah, they're really going at it. But yeah, hockey games are pretty nice from all I've experienced. We had a discussion about like what works and what necessarily doesn't in 2D and 3D environments. Uh, I was of the opinion that like for basketball games, I don't think I'd be interested in playing any of the like old 2D basketball games.
Hmm.
But like 3D games, it seems like that's like where that sport would really shine.
And it does.
And they had a chance there, but again, not quite able to convert on the chance. We have a two-line pass here. Face-off will be just outside of the Dallas zone. The Stars have not pulled their goaltender. I wouldn't expect them to, being so close to their zone. And here they come now. Red Wings with control of the puck. Offside again, 57 seconds. Dallas is really going to have to get into the Detroit end and pull their goalie if they really want a chance to tie it up. Red Wings have the puck though. Recovered, and the Stars just cannot put on the pressure here. They lose it in the neutral zone. 20 seconds left. They cannot get it into the Detroit end. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The Red Wings have won Game 7, and the Virtual Stanley Cup has been successfully defended. Down 3-1 in the series. The Detroit Red Wings won 3 in a row, twice in overtime, I believe. And they are once again the Virtual Stanley Cup champions. What a commemoration to start the NHL season off.
Well, I had the Stars goal horn at the ready for victory, but I guess that I don't need that anymore.
Maybe next year.
In true Dallas fashion too, they got my hopes up and then just completely disappointed when it all mattered.
All right. Well, a final look at the period stats here. The only time the Red Wings outshot were in the third period. Dallas really dominated the first two periods in shots. They have a total shot advantage of 26-19. I'm surprised that they didn't get more goals out of that in the early going. And then with the game stats here, of course the Wings had a better shooting percentage. And they weren't really able to get much shots on in the power play. Dallas did much better in that department. Detroit got more breakaways, but neither team was able to score on one. Two of the Red Wings' goals were one-timers. Red Wings had an advantage in face-offs and body checks. Had slightly more time with the puck. And Dallas just barely had a better passing percentage. My goodness, but there we go. That's the series. Detroit wins 4-3.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm used to it at this point. I'm fine.
Man.
Also, Saturn, how dare you? You shall be ashamed of yourself.
Don't be ashamed.
Do.
Don't.
Do.
Stop it.
Okay.
All right. So now that hockey's over, we're gonna do some Q&A. I think, and what game should I just have for a little visual here? You know what? I think let's just boot up Sonic 2 and Knuckles. or rather Knuckles and Sonic 2. Here we are. So yeah, that's the hockey portion. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, world takeover plans. You know,
Yeah, I won't be sharing those at this time. I'm sorry.
any topic of discussion that you guys want to go on. Trip and I will engage with you a little bit to end the stream here. And help Trip forget about the disappointment.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I said it was to help you.
I'm not actually like distraught about this loss, my guy. I'm joking. I was trying to play Baka Mitai through my mic, but I guess it didn't pick it up. It was a little joke.
Well, what the hell did you just post, Miko?
Oh, I bid farewell to the port. I'm guessing that's a shanty. I don't know.
You know what? Could very well be.
You go
Uh,
go get on VR chat or something. What are you doing?
Katie says Rocket Power was the only sports show that kept me interested next to Guts. Dude, Nickelodeon Guts was so fucking awesome.
That sounds nasty.
Okay. uh, there was no disembowelment on Nickelodeon Guts. It was like they get like a uh, three kids together on each episode, and they would just do athletic challenges, and it just looked really fucking neat.
Didn't they make a game off of that?
Yes, there is a Super Nintendo game based off of it, and
Interesting.
it is fucking hard. Like your whole point is to get enough points to make it to the aggro crag at the end, but fuck's sake, like the platforming bits get some or require some like getting used to, but like when they ask you to shoot basketballs into the net or like pass footballs through another net or like the lacrosse one, it's basically the same game all the time. Uh,
Ah,
like so it's like the same mechanics and everything, but like that it is so fucking difficult to do. Uh, I was gonna try to do an LP of that game, because all in all, it isn't too
dude,
long. But during my practice, like I just could not fucking like actually get to the end, so I was like, "Fuck this."
that would be a stream to watch right there. Skull trying to
Oh,
play guts
oh God.
for charity or something.
Okay, for charity, I would do it.
Gotta wait till November to do that though.
I don't necessarily have to, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to put some thought into what I'm gonna be doing for Extra Life this year.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can do something as well. The past 2 years, I've been busy during the first weekend of November, so I would like to contribute in some way.
Yeah, I'd like to finally be able to like try and figure my way out with the official sort of thing, so that we could actually have a page for it and see how much money has been raised for the causes.
Yeah,
Because
hell yeah.
all I know from last year is from what people in the chat told me, and I think somebody donated $10 during the first portion, and then somebody else donated £20 for one of the other causes. And like that's great, but if somebody you know donated anything else, I don't know if that actually happened. Favorite?
Yeah, you.
Oh, go
Sorry,
on.
I was gonna say you'd think there'd be a way where you could see how much is money was raised for said stream.
Well, I mean there is. Like with the official Extra Life page, like you can affiliate with them and be like, "Hey, I'm doing a stream here. Can I have a page for this?" Uh, but I haven't quite been able to grasp on just like how to get that set up. I'm sure it's like fine and easy. But like both times I did Extra Life, I don't think I quite had enough time to actually go and do that before the stream.
Well,
So yeah, it's something that I'm gonna have to look into. Also, hello Rin. We're doing Q&A now. Saturn says I had donated like $30 to Opportunity Village. It was around that amount. I can't remember the exact amount. Ah, okay. Okay, so it was a shanty. Uh, it confused me at first, but uh, oh God,
Miko wasn't like this when I met them, I promise.
like I said before, just sing your heart out. You know, to your heart's content.
They probably think Miko had too many drinks to sing the sea shanty. I think Miko maybe didn't get much sleep.
This is my first impression of Miko, and I'm impressed.
That is true. Miko has always been Miko.
Uh, but to answer your question there, Katie, favorite sports show. I guess just off the top of my head, I would say Nickelodeon Guts. Uh, but there are other good ones too. Like for instance, I really enjoy the countdowns from the Canadian version of SportsCenter.
Yeah, why does the TSN Sports Center have to be more interesting than ours?
Yeah, they do like comedy bits and everything. Canadian SportsCenter is way fucking better than American SportsCenter. American SportsCenter is fucking boring.
I guess American Sports Center is trying to be more professional, and Canadian is just Canadian.
I mean, you can still be professional while having fun. The Canadian show very much demonstrates that, in my opinion. But I don't know, it just seems like the American version of SportsCenter just isn't interested in doing any of the fun shit. No wonder why people keep tuning out of ESPN.
Maybe. I don't know.
But Saturn, it's good that you donated to Opportunity Village and helped support one of the causes here.
Hmm. Oh God, their shanties are taking place again. Mi- Miko has taken over the stream.
Uh, in one way, yes.
Just bring in Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and Charles Barkley, and you got personality for days.
Uh, I'd love to have Charles Barkley on.
I don't know about Stephen A. Smith though. He'd give me a lot of shit for being a Cowboys fan.
Uh, from all I know about, like, and all I've seen from him, he seems to be kind of annoying.
He knows his stuff. Yes, he's annoying to Cowboys fans because every time they lose, he posts a video on Instagram about like him laughing his ass off because of it. And
So that was a lot of Instagram videos last season.
yeah, especially and this season too. So getting talk about getting hit while we're down. Shannon Sharp, he's on Fox right now with oh, what's the guy's name? He was on First Take with Stephen A. Smith at one point, but now he's with oh, Skip. I think that's his name. Skip Bailey's or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Shannon Sharp is.
He's a
Uh,
former NFL player, I believe.
yeah. See, my expertise is not quite up there with the NFL. I remember Josh was like He and I were recently watching an episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and there was a football question that came up, and he was like, "Well, sports guy, what is it?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm sorry." It was which player was the first to say I'm going to Disneyland or whatever? And
I don't know, like Joe Namath. I don't know.
oh god, his name was right fucking there too until I was right about to say it. Uh,
Don't worry, just bring up the Knicks to Stephen A. and it will be balanced. That'll probably get him even more angry.
what are the Knicks doing? Dolan sell the team. Dolan really should fucking sell the team. Huh?
Charles Barkley would be a fun personality to have any discussion with, honestly.
Oh yeah, bruh. There are a few sports personalities I would definitely love to have a conversation with. I think Charles Barkley is one of them. Shaq, definitely.
Both are on TNT for NBA games inside the NBA. That is a if you want to talk about being professional and hilarious at the same time, give that show a watch. It
Uh,
covers the NBA way better than ESPN does.
Seen some segments from it.
Hmm.
I've liked a fair bit of what I've seen from those discussions, particularly from Charles and Shaq. Uh,
Shannon Sharp is an NFL Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken. I think he said, or someone said, that his brother Sterling was even better.
this is gonna bother me now. I need to fucking find out
Skull's got to know who said I'm
who
going to
said I'm
Disney
going to
World
Disney
Park.
World or Land or whatever.
I think it's Disney World.
Okay, yep, it's Disney World. Uh,
Shaq is a meme, and we live for the memes. He really is a meme. He's he's become. He was a meme when he was still in the NBA.
Phil Simms was the first one to say it.
Phil Simms?
Yes.
Huh.
Phil Simms of the 1986 New York Giants, Super Bowl 21 champions.
Didn't know the Giants won a Super Bowl in the 80s. Must have been when they had Lawrence Taylor. And he was breaking people's legs.
Uh, who was on the roster? Oh shit, Lawrence Taylor was indeed on the roster.
Yep.
He and Harry Carson are the Hall of Famers of that Giants team.
And now the Giants are bad again. Hoorah.
Yeah, man. What happened? They won this championship, then they won another championship 4 years later. Then they were in the Super Bowl again a decade after that. Then they beat the nearly undefeated Patriots. And then another 4 years later, they won another Super Bowl against the Patriots, and it's been almost nothing since then.
Yep. I
What,
don't know.
what the fuck, man? Uh, what unique sound? Did I make a surprising sound by complete accident and just not notice?
I don't know. I didn't hear nothing. All I just heard was let's look at this. Phil Simms. That's all I heard. I'll look back on it later and probably hear something. I don't know, but
Hey Skulls, what's your favorite Star Wars planet? For me, I'm eternally a kid on this, but it's Hoth. Uh, well, that's not something I ever put like too much thought into, but
it's a random question as well.
I will say I've always appreciated uh just the phonetic way that Alderaan sounds. That is a cool ass name for a planet. Rest in peace, all the people on Alderaan.
I do not recognize that name. I haven't seen Star Wars in a while.
That's the planet that Princess Leia grew up on and was destroyed by the Death Star as a show of the Empire's power.
Oh. Well,
Uh, this is kind of weird. So was it like a something like that? I don't know. Crest said if there was someone that I would want to talk to when it comes to basketball, it would be Bill Russell, Kareem Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, and Phil Jackson. That's a pretty interesting list.
of course, all the old people.
Well, I mean, if you're a legend, then you're gonna be old. That's just how it works.
True. Didn't Lawrence. What? Didn't Lawrence Taylor get into some R. Kelly esque trouble? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that situation.
I know he did like steroids while he was in the league, and also cocaine. And he did get caught for
I'm
that, but
I mean, who
don't.
wasn't doing cocaine in the 80s?
I don't know.
Fucking everybody was on the stuff. Your wholesome old grandmother back in the 80s, she was doing coke like no one else.
God. Was it like a yakko noise?
Ah,
Ah,
probably have to
girls.
check it. Anna Maney, totally insane. Anna Maney. That's my favorite one of that gag. Uh, okay. Not even that. You'll probably have to check it later since it's kind of hard to explain. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Saturn said, it's spelled kind of interesting too, isn't it? I presume about Alderaan. I mean, shrug. Could be.
I think
Or
there
well,
was a story from 10 years ago where he had gotten in trouble with a girl. Well, whatever it was, it's never really heard of now. All I hear about Lawrence Taylor nowadays is like, oh, he's one of the greatest to ever play the game and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I mean, I could look it up, perhaps.
This is a
I,
topic on a
I, I
live
might as
stream.
I might as well.
Yeah, get this discussion over with. Um, Alderaan,
Alderaan.
Alderan, and I run so far away. Miko, stop sending me memes. I can't watch memes while I'm on a live stream.
Okay, so yes, he was involved in a controversy like that. So let's just not talk about Lawrence Taylor.
Whoops. The double A at the end is kind of interesting. It is also very Star Wars.
It is.
Miko is not behaving. I don't know what is happening. Cocaine single-handedly took out the top players of the 1986 NBA draft. Luckily, Brad Daughtry wasn't affected, but Chris Washburn and Len Bias was.
Hmm.
That is a name I don't really recognize.
Wouldn't know about that situation, but I can also believe it because again, it was the 1980s. Everybody seemed to be on cocaine.
Yep.
If you even had the slightest bit of money, you were probably doing the stuff.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't born then.
I wasn't born then either, but it's just the way that things gone. You know. The amount of celebrities that died during that decade due to an overdose on cocaine or something related to the drug is fucking astronomical. It was a big problem back then.
Well, Katie, you don't have to do your mod job here. It's just Miko's DMing memes to me. So it's not really anything you can control.
And Miko's not doing anything actually bad in the chat,
Yeah.
so
They're just sending me memes that they find.
Tetsuya Nomura. That sounds like
Who's
a
that?
familiar name, but I wouldn't be able to attach it to anything. And George Lucas are gods at naming things. How the fuck do they do it? I struggle with naming characters. Names aren't my strong suit either, but you know, uh, that's just how writing be. Sometimes you have your strengths, you have your weaknesses, you have your familiar things that you're more comfortable doing, and whatnot. That's why most of the things I write are comedy. You know, uh,
No,
that's
Miko,
just
you're
how
not gonna
things
get
work.
banned.
Yeah, you've done nothing wrong, Miko. So no need to worry.
Indeed.
A lot of people got banned from the NBA by 1986 because of drug violations. It's crazy to think how far they are now in comparison to the 80s. It was just like a general lack of knowledge in the 80s, plus a very, very, very different attitude. Uh, Drugs back then. Uh, that guy says, and I get dark. I presume that's another Yakuza reference.
The original Final Fantasy VII is creator of the Kingdom Hearts and the World Ends with You franchises,
Ah.
all of which I am not familiar with.
Yeah, I know I've
I
seen
don't.
that name around somewhere, but like it's Jesus Christ, Josh. RoboCop reference. Drugs.
At least it's not nicotine. Famous cigarette magician.
What the fuck? Somebody stole my cigarettes. You know, we did a reference to that on the last one of these too.
We did.
And he just about died for like the next 10 minutes afterward because of that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Ah, yes. It's a reference to how I write dark stuff, Barndo. Well, you see, you also write comedic stuff too, though. It's so like you kind of balance out in that respect. Uh,
Josh? Dark? No way.
he's definitely written some dark stuff, and like he said in that comment there, I was witness and participant to some of it.
Well,
Some very dramatic, very different from what I present here, sort of shit.
quick, what's a UHF reference?
Quick, what's a UHF? Spatula City. Yeah, I didn't say world first. I'm getting better.
I can see it now. Cigarette magician and cigarette magician Goral. What?
Oh, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. That's a good one. I like that.
I feel bad for not getting any of these references.
Yu-Gi-Oh was a little bit before your time.
It was there was a later Yu-Gi-Oh series that I saw on Cartoon Network, but I forgot the name of it. It was it's like
It.
Yu-Gi-Oh something.
I had no fucking. Actually, no. I think they did air the original Yu-Gi-Oh show on Cartoon Network, so that shouldn't be too much of a surprise to me. Uh. Skull, you just reminded me of that Family Guy smoke gag. Are you smoking yet? I don't think I know about that one.
Are you winning, son?
What?
It's a dumb meme.
Okay.
You ain't got to worry about it. There's just one place to go for all your referential needs. I like the references so much I bought the company.
All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
I'll have 2 number 9s.
Mm.
Number 9 large. Fuck. I need to play more GTA San Andreas. I have it installed on my Steam. I need to play that more because that is such a.
The theme song for San Andreas is pretty fucking boss.
Oh yeah. Chili White looking back at voice acting Sonic. Chili, did I do that?
Yeah, there's a reference for sure.
Oh god, Rabbit's here! Get down!
Brandon being unaware of a current meme? Who are you, Josh? You'd be surprised at current memes. I don't know.
I don't blame you either. Some are pretty dumb.
Well, memes have always been dumb.
Well, yeah, there's a funny dumb and there's just a dumb dumb. A lot of these are just dumb dumb. Even I get the "Are you winning, son?" meme. Dang it, Josh. I don't like that I showed my age again. What?
If anything, I'm showing my age.
All you had to do was get that.
Okay,
Sound.
Crest, you win the stream. All you had to do was get the damn fourth Chaos Emerald Shadow. Oh my god.
We need a mod in Shadow the Hedgehog now with Big Smoke. Have I showed you that video of the cutscene in Adventure 2 where Sonic meets Shadow for the first time, but it's like dubbed over by Big Smoke and CJ?
Uh, no, but I have seen the
Oh
one
my
where it's
goodness.
like somebody put a bunch of Cartman clips over it. Which there's no way those Cartman clips weren't a fucking parody of that exact cutscene.
I found you, me from another universe.
I found you, Mitch from an alternate universe.
There's only one real Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch Cannon.
I love Big Smoke. The Big Smoke's order meme. That's one of the most timeless memes on the internet, and I love that it's still referenced all the time.
I just like how there's a lot of memes that came out of that game.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit, here we go again.
it's one of those games that are so legendary that it is a meme itself. Like you just say the word San Andreas, whole bunch of memes pile into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I have some memes. I have. I died for a second. I have some memes I did make. They're kind of cute and kind of funny at the same time. Cool.
Cool beans, yo.
Ugh. Officer Tenpenny was wild. Who was that? Was that the guy voiced by crap, I don't remember the guy's name.
Start naming other roles that he did.
Uh 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 he's like, did he look like a bitch in that one movie? And he's
Oh, Samuel L. Jackson?
yeah. I can't believe I forgot Samuel L. Jackson's name. And I
Okay,
couldn't think of
never
any other roles
mind what
he's
I
done.
said. You really are showing your age.
Mm-hmm. It happens every time I'm in a stream with you too. Every time.
Yeah, and I have that effect on people. Being around me with my stupidity makes people much stupider.
Oh, come on.
Listen, you give me an opportunity to make a self-deprecation joke, I'm gonna take it.
Do I know about the swing set glitch in GTA 4? Um,
Who does not know about the swing set glitch in
yeah,
GTA
I
4?
do actually. I have a copy of the game. I just never play it. I'm saving it for when I can get my new capture card set up and live stream it because I think that'd be fun.
What happened to your old
Um,
capture card? You barely got that thing.
the Elgato never worked.
Really?
Yeah, so now I have like a completely different one. It's like a Razer, and it's apparently much better than Elgato, which we'll see.
Did you ever
Um,
contact Elgato about that? Because I've only ever known them from like testimonials and stuff to make good product.
I tried and I couldn't really get a newer one or a replacement. It was all just kind of confusing. And plus that happened all when my computer completely died, so I had no choice of I know had no reason of using a capture card. So at that point I just kind of gave up on the Elgato. I was just
Well,
tired of all the baloney that was happening.
the baloney.
Katie says, I show my age with telling people I'm as old as Pokemon. Pokemon is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and I'll be turning 25 in October.
I think I had a conversation about that on my stream with Rexy just before the new year when I was doing Pokemon Yellow. Uh, oh wait, no, I think it was actually when I was talking with the mods on Sims Discord when we were celebrating New Year's, and I think it was like Sylvan Rexy were talking about something relating to like monster anime and whatnot. And I think somebody made a comment about, oh man, I feel so old, and like just for context, Silva's your age. He's just a little bit older than you, Trip, and Rexy is 2 years older than that. So the overall age difference between me and Silva is like almost 7 years. Between me and Rexy, it's 5 years. Uh, so I was like, you two feel old. Fuck, I remember when Pokemon was a phenomenon. Like the first time Pokemon was like super mega popular over here. Like I was right in the thick of it. You guys were only born during that time.
Gosh.
And then I said that they wouldn't really know anything comparable to it. But then the counterpoint, and I did concede when the counterpoint was made that there were a shitload of Yu-Gi-Oh clones, and I was like, you know what? I can't argue against that.
Yep. I'm trying to think of a game I'm as old. Sonic Adventure 2?
You were born a few months after that, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm as old as Sonic Adventure 2. Take that, someone.
1994 was a pretty good year for video games, uh, and movies, to be honest. Uh,
And
I,
sports.
I was born during a pretty fucking good year
Yeah,
for entertainment in general.
yep.
Uh, the two big video game examples I can just think of like immediately off the top of my head are Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Donkey Kong Country came out that year.
Did the PS1 also come out that year?
In Japan, yes.
Ah,
So did the Sega Saturn. Uh, but they weren't available worldwide until '95.
Josh says, I was into Pokemon once. I never got I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh. I did watch it, and I was just like, nope. Then never watched it again.
Yeah, I was very on and off about Pokemon when I was a kid. I guess it was just like the most expendable thing of all the things that I liked because my brothers. I actually did say this in an LP years ago, but my brothers used to, more so my older brother, but I was made fun of uh, for liking Power Rangers. So I had a very big problem because there wasn't anything that I liked that they didn't like. Or that they liked that I didn't, rather. So I couldn't just go, well, you like this thing, and I think that's dumb. So I would have to like pick something, and it just seemed like Pokemon was the thing that I was most willing to sacrifice, in that respect. So it'd just be like, well, Pokemon's suddenly dumb now, and then like I'd go back to liking it like a little later on. You know, fucking anyone with siblings probably gets how
Yep.
silly like that sort of shit can get when you're kids.
Yep. For me, Pokemon's just like I've never really disliked Pokemon. I have liked it, but I've never just like sat down and played a full regular Pokemon game. I've played Pokemon Rumble and Poke Park Pikachu's Adventure both on the Wii, and that's it.
Those are games that I had no idea existed.
They're good games. And I've seen some of the show growing up as well, and that's all where all my knowledge of Pokemon comes from. Uh, I even use an avatar in VR chat that's just like a Pokemon trainer. It's like just a normal avatar to hang out in, and people come up to me and like make references that I don't get because I've never played the actual games. And I was just like, yeah, I gotta catch them all. Am I right?
Josh said Pokemon's your side hoe. You go into the room with a Game Boy and you're like, don't believe a word of it, baby. I didn't see. I didn't have a copy of any of the Pokemon games when I was a kid. It took me forever to get a Game Boy in the first place, and then when I was gifted one, it came with like some crappy fishing game that I had absolutely zero interest in. Uh, it wasn't until years later, uh, before my brother let me borrow his copy of Silver so that I could do a playthrough of it. Uh, And then I got fairly like I got like a while into the game, and then the fucking save battery died during the middle of it. But that was like when Pokemon was you know, nowhere near its level of popularity from before. So yeah, I didn't get to play a whole lot of it back when it was like actually popular.
Well, people are talking about their siblings now in the chat I've seen.
Yeah, Katie said that she can relate, having sisters and whatnot. Uh, yeah. Uh, I was I had some different interests, but a lot of the same ones with my two brothers growing up, and then I also have a little sister, but for reasons. Uh, there wasn't too many mutual interests between like us and our sister. Basically, it was like the Cartoon Network shows. So stuff like Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, the Powerpuff Girls, and so on. And then that was about the end of it, as far as like shared interests with my little sister growing up was concerned. But the reason why I even brought that whole thing up was because like Yu-Gi-Oh was the fucking shit back in the day. That I don't think I would have been able to sacrifice as like as something. Uh, you know, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh way more than I liked Pokemon back in the day.
There was a lot of shit like that growing up in the 2000s. Like Pokemon was still, it wasn't really at its peak. It was like slowly going down from that, but it was still pretty popular. Yu-Gi-Oh was big. Um, I don't know if anybody remembers Bakugan. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, that was one of the Yu-Gi-Oh clones.
Yeah, and
Like,
Beyblade got huge when I was a kid. So many people bought Beyblade stuff.
there was a short Beyblade craze when I was like 9, and then like it went away for almost a decade, and then it came back, and I was very surprised by that.
Oh yeah, I remember back in 2011 waking up every Saturday morning seeing a new episode of the Beyblade anime on Cartoon Network. It's fun times. It was like, for some reason I was really into that show, and I don't know why.
I remember my brothers and I watching an episode of that show once because like uh, I think they were trying to follow the current Pokemon show at the time, and like Beyblade came on first or something, and I watched like an episode of that with them, and we just kind of made fun of it the whole time. Look at these dumb kids and their stupid dog character. Tee hee.
Was this the original uh Beyblade show, like pre 2011?
No, I'm talking about the 2011 one.
2011. Okay, yeah, I don't remember much about it, nor do I remember a dog character, so I'm
Uh, d-
lost.
it might have been a different animal. I seem to remember it being a dog though. Uh,
Hmm.
I did not see very much of the original Beyblade show. I like remember the theme song and like two of the characters' designs. Uh, but it also aired on like ABC Family and Toon Disney, and those were channels that I did not watch all too often back then. So,
Back when ABC Family was ABC Family.
oh yeah, they have since changed their name.
Yeah, they're freeform now.
Back when ABC Family like aired the Jetix block, or was it called Jetix in 2003? I don't think it was. Whatever. When they were
Mm.
airing that stuff, you know. Uh oh Jesus. Okay.
What happened?
Lots of messages coming in fairly fast.
Oh,
Uh uh Crest says, I remember watching Sonic X on Fox. Unfortunately, they would show it too early in the morning. Yeah. Networks do that sometimes
yeah. What's with
because,
what's with channels showing Sonic shows like super early in the morning?
well, like sometimes they'll do it for like any show. Like, say if they have a requirement to air certain programming. Like, I'll give you a good example. Um, in 2009, the current season of Power Rangers, like uh, it didn't do so hot with the ratings, and part of the reason why is because like stations would be required to air it. So like the ABC affiliates around America, they you know but they didn't want to put it as part of like the ABC Kids block. So what they would fucking do is they would either show it on like the wrong day at some weird time slot, or they would put it on Saturdays like they were supposed to, but they would elect to do it at like 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I guess for Crest's local area, the Fox affiliate did that for Sonic X. Uh, when I was a kid, I only really watched Sonic X one time, uh, like before I became a fan of the series. And then I remember DVRing it a couple times when I was 13, and then they like stopped showing Sonic X for a while. Uh,
Anybody remember CW for Kids?
Yeah, that was after my time.
Yeah, that was my stuff right there. It was called CW for Kids for a while, then they changed it to like it was like called Vortex for the longest time, and then it just kind of stopped.
Toonzai.
Toon's Eye.
Yeah, that's what they called it afterward.
Oh,
When Saban bought the time slot, I believe that's what they renamed it to.
oh, oh.
Uh, Son of a bitch.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah,
I
like
guess they don't have that block anymore, do they?
nope, not since 2014. Actually, by coincidence, it was a week before Sonic Boom premiered. So like 1 week on CW they had Sonic X, and then the next week on Cartoon Network they had Sonic Boom. It's kind of like a transition period. That was the day
Huh.
that Saturday morning cartoons died.
Pretty much. Now there's like no channel nowadays that have like a specific block for cartoons,
I think
and that's
uh,
sad.
I think NBC does like a preschool thing, but it's not necessarily. Uh, I wouldn't fucking know about it though. Oh, dude, Kids WB, Carolyn, you're giving me nostalgia. Uh,
I have no recollection of that channel at all. And every time I see people reference it, I'm just lost because I've never seen it. I guess
by
it wasn't on cable when I was young or something because I
no,
just
it was
never saw it.
the WB was a terrestrial thing. In fact, that's what was on CW before CW4 Kids. Uh,
Oh,
okay, so like the WB was a network that existed between 1995 and 2006, and they had the Kids WB block. When the WB uh, like shuttered down, or like there was like some kind of a merger, some fucking split, something. Uh, there were two channels that were created from the deaths of UPN and Kids WB. One was CW and the other one was My Network TV. CW carried the rights to Kids WB for like another 2 years, and then 4Kids, I guess, got the rights to that block and renamed it CW4Kids.
something you mentioned seemed to have got it seems to have got Josh's attention.
There's still channels that run educational Saturday morning blocks. Uh, I'm fairly certain anyway that NBC still does something, but I'll have to look it up. Saturday morning cartoon. Uh, the CW continued to air non-EI cartoons as late as 2014. Among the big three traditional major networks, the last non-EI cartoon, Kim Possible, last aired in 2006. Cable television networks have since then revived the practice of debuting their most popular animated programming on Sunday mornings on a sporadic basis. So let's go down to where the hell is NBC? CBS, Fox, CW, NBC. Uh, okay, so NBC Kids that ended in 2017 or 2016, but they replaced it with a new one called The More You Know. Uh, is an American programming block that is programmed by Linton Entertainment, an autonomous unit of, yeah, who cares, as a successor to the animation block NBC Kids, blah, 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 blah. Uh, okay, so it's an EI thing. So, again, like it. Oh, shit. This isn't even, like, meant for kids.
Well,
Okay,
wait,
so Saturday morning children's programming on terrestrial TV is just fucking done.
moment of silence.
Oh, okay. Toonzai was the second name. All right, so it was CW4 Kids, then Toonzai, then Vortex.
Oh, okay. So it ended with Vortex.
Yes.
I remember that.
Oh, hello,
Toonzai was
Fish.
probably just all Power Rangers if it was owned by Saban.
No, it wasn't all Power Rangers. Uh, they transitioned a fair amount of like CW4 Kids slash Toonzai programming there. So for instance, I guess like uh, from what I'm seeing here, they aired Cubics, Rescue Heroes, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Iron Man Armored Adventures, Justice League Unlimited. That's a bit of a surprising one. Uh, one of the dumbest fucking ideas in wrestling history. WWE Saturday Morning Slam.
You still have to explain that to me. 'Cause that sounds interesting.
Okay, so it was like WWE's main thing since like 2008 has been being PG, but for whatever reason they decided to make a Saturday morning show that was like TVG. So it was like even more watered down and fucking like, and it had like the worst time slot a wrestling show could possibly have too. Like yeah, half an hour. That's really a whole lot. Uh, it was just dumb. It was just dumb.
Well,
Dragon Ball Z Kai, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh Zexal, Sonic X, Transformers Prime, The New Adventures of Nano Boy, whatever the fuck that is. Uh, there are a few of these I have no idea what the hell they are. Bolts and Blip, The Adventures of Chuck and Friends. Spectacular Spider-Man, I know what that one is. Fucking great series. B. Daman Crossfire and Digimon Fusion.
that block was owned by Saban, but no Samurai Pizza Cats. What the fuck?
Samurai Pizza Cats wasn't terribly relevant in 2014.
Oh, it should be relevant any year. It is that amazing.
It'll live on in the hearts of the people who remember it.
Mm, alrighty then. Ugh. A lot of discussion about these old shows in the chat. I saw some mentions of Nick Jr. as well.
Yeah, Nick Jr. I actually did some looking into that. Apparently, they're calling it Nick Jr. again, and have been for a little while. Uh,
What did they not call it?
uh,
What did they call it?
okay, so for like the first like 22 years, it was called Nick Jr. And then like then they just put the normal channel's name on it, so it was just Nickelodeon for a little while, and I guess eventually they went back to calling it Nick Jr. I can see why they pulled the name from it because Nick Jr. was becoming its own TV channel at the time. But I mean, if you're gonna show a block with all these cartoons that are otherwise only on that channel, you might as well call it Nick Jr. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, we'll see if we're still around, Carolyn. Uh,
Remember when Blues Clues had Steve?
yeah. Oh God, I remember too. I'm so fucking old.
I remember Blues Clues would always be aired on Nick Jr. when I was growing up, but it always had it was either Steve or was the other guy's name Joe?
Joe, yes.
It was one of the two, and like, mm,
I'm
and
old enough
I
to
never really gave
remember
it
when
much thought.
Steve got replaced.
When was that?
2002, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh dang! So I started watching the show a bit too late. I still remember both.
Ugh. Josh says, the new one momentarily has Steve. Yeah, and I think I remember hearing that, like, they would every once in a while bring, like, the other two previous hosts back. Uh, I've seen barely anything relating to the new Blues Clues show, but I don't know what the hell their deal was picking the new host. He looks like a fucking psychopath. That's just
Wait,
me
what?
though.
Wait, what? Who looks like a psychopath?
The guy who's the current host of Blues Clues.
Oh, what makes him look like a psychopath?
I don't know. It just seems to always have this like wide-eyed expression, like he's looking at the camera in all these promotional shots that I saw, and he looks like he wants to fucking murder me. You know?
Steve Burns actually handpicked the Blues Clues host. Did he?
Well, if there's anyone who would know how you do it, it would be him.
Yeah. Joshua De La Cruz is from Broadway. So a Broadway actor is the new Blues Clues guy, huh?
That's not so hard to believe.
When Steve got the role, he was just some guy.
Yeah, he really was just some guy.
Just some guy they picked up off the street. They told him, get a haircut and you got the job.
For whatever reason, he was the only one that the kids in the test audience took any took to,
Yeah.
and they picked a good one.
Oh yeah. He's a legend.
Hell yeah.
Another
Uh,
show on Nickelodeon that I can never remember the name of, but it had a worm and two cats. It's part of the main characters. A worm and two cats. Was it a Nick Jr. show or like Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon.
yeah, I can't tell you I would remember what that is by that description alone. What you were saying earlier, though, I do remember Nick News. I
Oh,
I
you wanted to
remember.
audition for the new Blues Clues, Katie? That would be awesome.
I remember Nick News being like always disappointing whenever it came on, because it'd be like, man, I want it to be Fairly Odd Parents or something.
Getting a haircut almost cost him the job too. They had to fight him on that. Then, ironically enough, he became bald.
Yeah, maybe if they had just pointed that out to him. Listen, you
Yeah,
might like your hair now, but in a few years you're gonna start losing it.
I think it was Nick Jr., but it was too early in the morning to be on Nick Jr. I can't think of a Nick Jr. show that had two cats and a worm.
Yeah, it's not ringing any bells.
I do remember there was like a show. I don't remember the name of it, but it was on Nick Jr. and it was like a kind of like a Muppety show, but it also starred Whoopi Goldberg.
You're losing me.
Yeah, like that's how forget. I'm pretty sure it only lasted like one season, but I remember seeing it on TV a long time ago.
Uh, yeah, at one point it was called Fridays, Saturn, when they revamped the block. Uh, I remember it as Cartoon Fridays. The original 1999 to 2003 run. That's about the point though. Like right before they changed it is when I stopped watching Cartoon Network. And kind of transitioned over to Nickelodeon.
I think I might have found what you were talking about, Crest. It's was it based on the book The Busy World of Richard Scarry, or however you say that name? And it's like the worm has a car that looks like an apple. Is that the one you're talking about?
In the meantime, I will say that I do remember What a Cartoon and Captain Planet.
Oh, Katie knows what I was talking about too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was a weird show. Whoopi Goldberg was like the main star of it,
Are you
and she
absolutely
lived.
sure it was Whoopi Goldberg?
I am positive it was Whoopi Goldberg.
All
I am
right.
absolutely because that was what introduced me to her. That's how I know. That's how I knew who she was.
Well,
I'm
let's
looking this up.
just have a look see at her filmography.
Whoopi. I'm a very slow
Television.
typer. Whoopi Goldberg, Nick Jr. Yes, it was called Whoopi's Littleberg. It was an actual show.
What the fuck? Okay, it says 2004, and that wasn't like when I would like sit down and watch Nick Jr. for entertainment, but my mom would keep the channel on, the channel being Nickelodeon, and you know if it was early enough, Nick Jr. would be on. I don't remember this at all.
Oh, and it seems that what I mentioned earlier was the show Crest was talking about. Well, cool.
Well,
We've made some discoveries here on what was a NHL stream.
yeah, imagine somebody tuning into this later because they want to look up some hockey stuff, and they get to this point and they're like, "What? Why the fuck are they talking about Saturday morning cartoons?"
Welcome to the skull902 channel.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
Little Bear and Little Bill. Dude, Little Bill. Oh, that was a good show. Very disappointing when I later learned that it was Bill Cosby, but
Yeah,
a good show.
I remember the original advertisements for Little Bill. They had him in it, and nobody knew at the time.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
Little Bear, that's one that I really remember. It was a calm show, kind of boring, at least to you know, back then a child of my interests, but you know, it was appreciated every now and then.
yeah.
Uh, I remember when Star Wars: The Clone Wars was originally airing seasons 1 to 6 on Cartoon Network. Yeah, that was again that was after my time.
It's kind of before my time.
Why, even a little bit of it. Oh God, I had the point there, but I completely forgot about it.
Congratulations. What the heck was that?
Uh,
Are you okay?
no, that was a burp. Don't worry about that. The the
Okay. Okay.
the stream fortunately didn't hear it. Uh,
Okay. So that was the sound only I heard.
exclusive to Trip.
Oh, great.
I think my point about Star Wars: The Clone Wars was like for a fair bit like of the show's run. I think I was an adult at that point, so I was really not watching Cartoon Network. Or well, no, I say that, but I would watch select bits from it. Like at that point, they had started doing Looney Tunes reruns again. So I'd, you know, sit down every once in a while at like 6 in the morning when Adult Swim signed off because that's when they would air the Looney Tunes reruns, and then I would I would DVR Cartoon Planet because that's when they would show all the old shit that I was familiar with.
Chris says, I remember when Foster's was showing promos for the show before it premiered. So remember Grim and Evil? Grim and Evil. You mean the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
But it
Or was that...
started off as Grim and Evil.
Oh, did it?
Yes, indeed. And then they split the two segments off into their own separate shows. And Grim was the one that kind of like uh, won out, I guess, in that regard.
Huh. I do remember Foster's. That was a show.
I remember very little of Foster's because, again, that's like after I stopped watching Cartoon Network regularly. Uh, Not a fan from what I've seen of it. I remember it being either depressing or just very annoying.
I remember when Cartoon Network tried having a whole block of live action shows. Anybody remember that?
Oh boy,
They call it like
CN
CN
Real.
Real. Yeah, destroy, build, destroy, dude. What would happen?
I remember hearing
That
about
was
that back in the day. Again, I was like I was a teenager when they started that, so definitely like not watching, but I heard about that and I was like, wow, that's fucking stupid.
I remember watching that thinking, wait, this is Cartoon Network, but then kind of like being down with it. Because, dude, what would happen was kind of a cool show. Destroy, build, destroyed. I couldn't get myself to watch that. It just seemed too dumb. I think at one point, um, Cartoon Network would have broadcasts of slam ball,
Yeah, they
like a
did do that every
basketball on
now and then.
trampolines. That
It started
so
off
it was
on
just
uh, TNN, which later became Spike TV, and then I guess Time Warner or Warner Media, as they're known now, got the rights to it, and it's such a fucking obscure sport that they put it on Cartoon Network instead of like TNT or something.
kind of like what Nickelodeon did with the NFL the other day, but 2009.
Did they do
So
like crazy cartoonish presentation for Slam Ball?
no, I don't think so.
Because like from the very little bit of that I remember seeing it on Cartoon Network, being absolutely fucking surprised that Slam Ball was back on TV. I seem to remember it being just like straight up coverage.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was like some crazy introduction to this new sport that supposedly was going to sweep the nation, or so we thought. And yeah, all of a sudden it was on Cartoon Network.
Slam Ball looks fun as fuck to play though. Basketball with trampolines, sign me up.
Oh yeah,
And like I imagine if I actually got the chance to play it, I'd like almost immediately like just fucking dislocate my knee or something.
oh god, yeah, dude. I've tried at a couple of trampoline places because every trampoline place I've been to has had some sort of basketball goal. It hurts to jump. It really does.
And yeah, I haven't had a knee injury quite like the one that you had, but uh, being such a fat guy has not been kind to my knees over the years. Um, and God, it's been at least a decade since the last time I was actually on a trampoline. So
I can't believe you remember my knee injury. I'm surprised a little bit.
it didn't quite immediately click when I said dislocated knee, but when you were talking about, yeah, I tried jumping around a trampoline, I was like, oh yes, that is something that happened.
Yeah, it was.
Are you talking about that magnetic ball crap they used to... No, slam ball is a sport. And like, uh,
Magnetic. I know what you're talking about. I think she's talking about Fushigi.
yeah, fushigi. I actually had one of those. I wanted to learn it. Uh, No idea where the fuck it ended up. And it was
I
a
used to
cool
want
it
one of
was
those.
cool because it glowed in the dark too. It wasn't like a normal fushigi, though I think the aesthetics of the normal one look better. God damn it.
I remember seeing a video where someone pretty much ripped their ankle off of their foot, and I thought about if Kyrie was in slam ball, that's what would happen if he tried to break someone's ankle.
Well,
Do you mean like actual, like they broke their ankle so bad that it was like off the foot, or as in like the 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 term, broken ankles because they got crossovered so hard they fell down? Because that could mean a lot of things in basketball.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. I watched an episode of that with Rabbit and Josh at some point, like last year or the year before. I remember it being pretty all right.
Was that the one with the weird art style?
Uh, there's been a couple with weird art styles.
Um,
It's not the one that looks like Family Guy, if that's what you're wondering.
okay, never mind. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I remember
The one that looks like Family Guy, though, just one episode of that as well. But the one that we watched was pretty fucking funny.
was it the one where they had like black dots for eyes? Is that what you mean?
No,
There's a lot of Scooby Doo crap that I've seen, so I can't
there are
remember the name.
many Scooby Doo series.
I remember What's New Scooby Doo and a pup named Scooby Doo.
The only thing I really remember about What's New Scooby Doo is the banger of a theme song it had. But What's New Scooby Doo is something I used to watch on the reg back when I was a little.
No, it was literally torn off the foot, and the X-ray showed the ankle at a whole 90-degree angle.
Ew,
Ugh.
that's disgusting.
What will we do with the fushigi?
What will we do with the fushigi? What will we do with the fushigi early in the morning?
The injury was as bad as Sean Livingston's and Kevin Ware's leg injuries. Oh no. Oh, is Kevin Ware the guy from Louisville? Was that? Because I remember that one.
Fairly certain Kevin Ware is the guy from Louisville.
Oh, that was so bad. I remember watching that live too. That was gruesome.
And they still won the championship against Michigan. God damn it.
Well, guess what? That doesn't count anymore because cheating.
Yeah. They did get their championship vacated, but that doesn't
Yep.
mean that Michigan was the champion. That just means that there's no champion for that year.
Hey, at least Michigan beat Arkansas that season.
Did they?
Yeah, they played in the
Was it in
regular
the?
season.
Oh, okay. They played in the regular season.
Hmm.
Uh, I wonder what the all-time basketball record between those two teams are. I don't imagine them being two colleges that meet up in sports terribly regularly.
Yeah, no, probably a very small matchup.
Considering that they've only played once in football.
When Tom Brady was still playing.
Yeah, that was Tom Brady's young days.
That shows you how long ago it was.
Indeed.
They were supposed to play like last season, I think, in football.
I
But
don't.
yeah, Michigan.
Like on the original schedule before
Yeah,
COVID,
Michigan backed out to yeah, like 2019.
like 2019. What?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
that I swear, like Michigan backed out so they could go play like a neutral site game against Florida or somebody. For wait, what was your good moment of 2013?
Okay. Michigan cancels football series with Arkansas, 2016. Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Fun fact: What's New Scooby-Doo theme song was done by Simple Plan, or they
Indeed.
covered it either way. Who was Simple Plan?
They're like a punk rock band.
Uh,
One of those early 2000s types rock deals.
I see.
I also remember when Montrezl Harnell was on the team. His dreads was nothing more than a flat top.
What?
Shrug. I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
All right,
It's kind
but
of lost on me there.
indeed. Oh, the Cardinals winning the NCAA title.
Uh,
Uh, but yeah. We've been on for 3 hours now. And my throat's
3 hours?
indeed.
Wow.
And my throat's getting tired. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna call it off now. Had a good discussion here. In the aftermath of all the NHL action.
Yes, indeed.
Uh, Perhaps we'll do this for the NHL season finale. God, I think the regular season ends on May 8th. Uh, Perhaps, but maybe to start off the regular season later on this year as well. Who knows? But it was good having you here, Trip.
It was good being here. Thank you so much for inviting me, and hopefully I'll be on another stream soon. This was fun.
Yeah, buddy. That's our result here today. The Detroit Red Wings have defended successfully the Virtual Stanley Cup with a 4-3 series win over the Dallas Stars. Uh, Again, thank you, Trip, for partaking in these events. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, I've been skull902.
I've been Triop.
Uh, Thank you for watching once again, and have your